Einstein versus Bohr, a battle of minds that reshaped our understanding of reality. But was this rivalry more than just science? Dive into the untold psychological truths behind their legendary debates. By the 1920s, Einstein had already reshaped physics with his theory of relativity, earning worldwide fame. But the scientific world was evolving rapidly. A new frontier, quantum mechanics, was emerging, led by pioneering physicists like Max Planck, Werner Heisenberg, and Niels Bohr. This was a world Einstein was hesitant to embrace. At the heart of this revolution lay a question that would define his intellectual legacy: was the universe governed by predictable laws, or did chance and uncertainty rule its smallest components? Einstein and Bohr, two giants of science, would engage in a series of debates that remain legendary to this day. But these weren't just scientific disagreements, they were philosophical clashes about the nature of reality itself. Einstein's resistance to quantum mechanics wasn't born out of stubbornness, it stemmed from his deeply held belief that the universe was a harmonious system, governed by clear and elegant laws. For Einstein, physics was about uncovering these laws, not embracing randomness. His famous phrase encapsulated this belief: God does not play dice with the universe. Psychologically, Einstein's stance reveals a preference for certainty and structure, a cognitive bias called need for closure. People with this trait are often uncomfortable with ambiguity and strive for definitive answers. This mindset made Einstein both a trailblazer in developing deterministic theories and resistant to the chaotic implications of quantum mechanics. Einstein's thought experiments, like the famous light beam chase, were driven by his search for an intuitive, deterministic understanding of the universe. But his worldview would face a formidable challenge in Niels Bohr. In contrast, Niels Bohr was an advocate of quantum mechanics, a field that suggested particles didn't follow predictable paths but existed in states of probability until measured. For Bohr, uncertainty wasn't a flaw in understanding but a fundamental property of the universe. His Copenhagen interpretation argued that reality itself was shaped by observation. Bohr's openness to uncertainty reflects a different cognitive style, tolerance for ambiguity. People with this trait thrive in environments of complexity and unpredictability, seeing them as opportunities for exploration rather than obstacles. Bohr's willingness to embrace uncertainty allowed him to push boundaries Einstein resisted. Where Einstein sought simplicity in determinism, Bohr reveled in the paradoxes and mysteries of quantum mechanics. Their opposing views would set the stage for some of the most fascinating debates in scientific history. The Solvay conferences, held in the early 20th century, became the battleground for these two intellectual titans. Einstein, with his incisive thought experiments, challenged the foundations of quantum mechanics, while Bohr, armed with mathematical rigor, countered with equal precision. Einstein proposed a thought experiment to disprove quantum mechanics. He described a box filled with light particles, suggesting that by measuring the box's weight before and after releasing a photon, one could determine both its energy and time of release, violating Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. But Bohr wasn't intimidated. He pointed out a flaw in Einstein's reasoning: the very act of weighing the box would involve gravitational uncertainty, which reintroduced the principle Einstein sought to disprove. This moment left Einstein momentarily speechless, a rare occurrence for the great physicist. Einstein's critiques didn't end there. He introduced the concept of spooky action at a distance, questioning how particles could instantaneously affect one another across vast distances, a prediction made by quantum mechanics. For Einstein, this defied the principle of locality. Bohr responded that this phenomenon didn't violate causality but instead pointed to a deeper layer of reality yet to be understood. Though they disagreed, Einstein's challenge would eventually inspire breakthroughs in quantum entanglement decades later. The debates between Einstein and Bohr weren't just intellectual, they were deeply human. They revealed timeless lessons about leadership, growth, and the psychology of opposing ideas. Einstein's persistence in questioning quantum mechanics, even in the face of criticism, underscores the importance of intellectual resilience. As Robert Greene explains in the 50th Law, fearlessness comes from confronting uncertainty head-on. Einstein's refusal to conform to popular ideas demonstrates courage in standing by one's convictions. Bohr's approach, by contrast, reflects the humility to accept that some truths may lie beyond current understanding. This aligns with Dale Carnegie's philosophy in How to Win Friends and Influence People. The best leaders are those who listen, remain open to criticism, and adapt. Despite their rivalry, Einstein and Bohr maintained mutual respect. Their debates weren't about personal ego but advancing science. This collaboration through disagreement exemplifies John Maxwell's principle that diverse perspectives are essential for innovation. In the end, Einstein and Bohr's debates weren't about victory but the pursuit of truth. They remind us that growth often comes from engaging with ideas that challenge our own. As you navigate your own intellectual or personal rivalries, ask yourself, are you open to questioning your beliefs, and do you see disagreement as an obstacle, or as an opportunity to grow? Yet, as Einstein debated the nature of the universe, the world outside his study was on the brink of unimaginable conflict. His next challenge would test not his intellect but his conscience. Einstein's remarkable life offers us more than scientific insights, it holds timeless lessons on responsibility, curiosity, and the power of questioning. Join us as we explore how his wisdom can inspire us to face today's challenges. Einstein's ability to question conventional wisdom was the foundation of his genius. From his famous thought experiments to his skepticism of quantum mechanics, he consistently challenged the status quo. This wasn't just about finding answers, it was about asking better questions. John Maxwell, in Good Leaders Ask Great Questions, emphasizes that the quality of our questions determines the quality of our results. Einstein's success wasn't just about intelligence, it was about curiosity, persistence, and a willingness to think differently. This mindset is crucial in a world that often rewards conformity over creativity. Whether you're solving problems at work, navigating personal decisions, or learning something new, ask yourself, am I challenging assumptions? Am I seeking understanding rather than quick solutions? The willingness to question is the first step toward innovation and growth. What's one question you've been afraid to ask, whether of yourself, others, or the world around you? Share it in the comments, and let's spark a conversation. One of the most remarkable aspects of Einstein's life is his resilience. Rejected for academic positions, doubted by peers, and even ridiculed during his debates, he never let failure deter him. Instead, he viewed obstacles as opportunities to refine his ideas and prove his worth. This echoes Angela Duckworth's concept of grit, the combination of passion and perseverance. Einstein's journey reminds us that setbacks are not endpoints but stepping stones. As Dale Carnegie observed, develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. in an era where instant gratification often eclipses long-term effort. Einstein's story is a call to stay the course. Whether you're facing rejection, criticism, or failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use it to fuel my growth? What's one failure you've turned into a success? Share your story, we'd love to hear how you overcame it. Einstein's life is a tapestry of genius, struggle, and reflection. It challenges us to think not just about what we achieve but how we achieve it. These lessons, on collaboration, curiosity, responsibility, resilience, and ethics, are not just for history books, they're tools for navigating the complexities of our modern world. We must always ask ourselves these questions: how often do we consider the broader impact of our decisions? Are we willing to take responsibility for the unintended consequences of our actions? And perhaps most importantly, how can we use our talents and knowledge to make the world better, not just for ourselves, but for future generations? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. And let us know what lesson from Einstein's life resonates most with you. If this story inspired you, check out our playlist for more insights into the lives of remarkable individuals. Until next time, stay curious and keep striving.